Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ella Levia. Today I'm gonna present a speech, but before that, I'm going to explain a little bit about our group topic, namely organizing your speech, so that our memories can be refreshed and it become easier to find out the structure of the speech, which I will present later. Here is how to organize ideas or ideas in a logical pattern to ensure that the audience can follow, understand, and remember what we have to say. The 5 organizational patterns are most common. First, topical. Organize your ideas topically. If your central idea has natural division, you can often organize your speech topically. It may not matter which point you discuss, first, second, or third. You can simply arrange your main points as a matter of personal preference. At other times, you may wish to emphasize one point more than the others. The second one is chronological. Order your ideas chronologically. Chronological organization is organization by time or sequence. Either form steps are ordered according to when each occur or should occur. The third one is spatial. Arrange your ideas spatially. A speaker who relies on spatial organization arrange ideas according to their physical location or direction. The fourth, cause and effect. A speech organized to show cause and effect might first identify a situation and then discuss the effect that result from it. Last one, the fifth one, problem solution. If you want to emphasize how best to solve a problem, you will probably use a problem solution pattern of organization. Suppose you have decided what supporting material to use and have identified the ideas in your speech that require support. You can sometimes use the 5 standard organizational patterns to arrange your supporting material. These strategies include primacy. Is the most important material first, or recency, the most important material last, or specificity, from specific information to general overview or from general overview to specific information. Next, complexity is from simple to more complex material. And the last, soft to hard evidence is from opinion or hypothetical illustration to fact or statistic. Last but not least, use verbal and non-verbal signposts to organize a speech for the ears of others. Signposts include verbal and non-verbal transition, review, and summaries. They are used to help you communicate your organization to your audience. And now, let me begin my speech. The most talked about topic in the year 2020 is probably the issue of global warming. In this year alone, we have seen the pandemic, storm, floods, earthquake, and many other natural calamities that have gripped the world, with experts suggesting that these are the consequences of global warming that we have been responsible for the last 50 years. In this global warming speech, I shall be talking about the impact of global warming and how global warming is being escalated due to industrialization and economic growth of countries. Global warming is an international phenomenon where the Earth's mean surface temperature is increasing rapidly due to the accumulation of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Global warming has proved to be a huge force created by man that can have the potential to destroy the natural cycle of our planet. Global warming is not a recent phenomenon, but it has surely improved and increased because rapid industrialization, population explosion, agricultural explosion, and the ever-increasing grid for economic growth for countries at the cost of exploiting our environment. Global warming did exist hundreds of years before when civilization began to occur. The effects of global warming are plenty, and one of the most catastrophic effects of global warming is the deterioration of the ozone layer. Let me mention a few of the impact of global warming that we are already seeing in the year 2020. It is due to global warming that there is a rise in the sea level, which is causing flooding of patches of lands, the low-lying shores and island countries of Indonesia and Japan. Global warming is causing changes in the rainfall patterns. When the change in rainfall patterns and climatic change occur abruptly, it became difficult for the meteorological department to predict natural calamities, and this increased the damage caused to life and property. Certain diseases like malaria are caused due to global warming, since there is the migration of species from one place to another. Many scientists also predict that the COVID-19 pandemic that we are witnessing in the year 2020 can also be traced back to the impact of global warming when seen from the bird's point of view. I would like to conclude my global warming speech by saying that the international community, governments, and citizens has to come forward to reduce your carbon footprint to save the planet for our future generation. All of us living here are the stakeholders of nature, and we are responsible for how we take care of our environment. As the saying goes, charity begins at home. We have to start using biodegradable material at our houses, reduce plastic waste and other such changes in our lifestyle so that we can make an impact to reduce global warming globally.